Welcome to Beyond Incredible. This is an Access TV program. Today's date is October 11th, 2013, and we are broadcasting live from the Downtown Windsor Business Accelerator. I'm Nicole, and for today's program we have, just like every Friday, an update on the level of madness, craziness, and delusional psychosis in Windsor. As every Friday, we want to bring you some of the highlights on the local psychosis of this week. We have the topic of the strike in the University of Windsor, the reaction on Windsor. We have the topic of the crackdown on the e-bikes, which is a really cool topic. And we have some other cool things that we're going to discuss. We also have a guest on the show today. Mr. David White will be on the show talking about some neat things. And yeah, we'll be right back after these commercials.
You're watching Access TV, broadcasting live from downtown Windsor, from the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator. And this is Beyond Incredible with Nicole. We'll be right back. You're watching Access TV, streaming live from downtown Windsor for the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Beyond Incredible with Nicole. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Nicole. And now our segment to update you on the level of madness, delusional psychosis in Windsor. The COOP has reached an agreement. Members of COOP Local 1397 are back to work on Thursday after a 95% in favor of New Deal. The local represents about 281 technical trades and professional staff at the university. That's pretty crazy. They were on strike for about a month. I remember when some of my friends went back to university and the air conditioner wasn't working. They had to sit through the heat in the classes. A lot of people did end up leaving classes. I believe some of the professors weren't teaching their classes and stuff like that, which is a pretty big deal. You know, you pay a lot of money to go to university. You shouldn't have to leave because of a strike. They're cracking down on e-bikes. The Windsor Police have handed out plenty of tickets over the last week for e-bike riders. My personal opinion, it's dangerous. You shouldn't be on the road on an e-bike. You shouldn't be on a sidewalk. I just don't think that e-bikes belong on roads because, you know, they're dangerous. They're not like motorcycles. They only go as fast as they can, which I believe it's like 60 kilometers an hour, if that. People drive around without helmets, they drive around without license, they drive around drunk. So this week the Windsor Police handed out about 7 tickets. Some of them were for driving around with suspended licenses, some of them were driving around without insurance, some of them were for failing to provide a breathalyzer. I'm sure that you can read about it on the windsorstar.com. My favorite topic, construction. Ouellette Av will be closed for about 6 months south of Highway 3 because they're building a new bridge that's going to go above the 401. That could make traveling a little difficult, especially if you live in Amherstburg or in the county or anything like that. So, more construction. Way to go, Windsor. Rogers was out for a whole day nationwide. I'm with Rogers. It was very frustrating. My iMessages worked, but those were the only messages that worked. I had data and stuff like that, but I couldn't make any phone calls. I couldn't receive phone calls. Couldn't receive any text messages. Thank goodness I have a landline because if any emergency had happened and I needed to call 911, it wouldn't have happened. A lot of customers are very upset about that. So I want to know what you guys think about that and what phone company you guys think are the best. Let us know on Facebook, Knockstrom Digital Media on Facebook, or you can find me, Nicole. The Detroit mayor was sentenced to 28 years the other day. 28 years in prison. That's absolutely insane. In Canada, you can murder someone, go to jail for 25 years, and be out within 10. Where's the justice there? Seems like our justice system is a little backwards, if you ask me. Pretty crazy. Yeah, beyond incredible. That's absolutely, it's beyond incredible. We'll be right back after these commercials.
You're watching Exist TV, streamed live from downtown Windsor, from the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Beyond Incredible with Nicole. We'll be right back. You are watching Exist TV, streaming live from downtown Windsor, from the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Beyond Incredible with Nicole. We'll be right back.
Sure. Welcome back. I'm Ashley Nicole, and we have a special guest. It's David White. He is a pyrotechnician, and we are going to talk about fireworks. Hey, David, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, fireworks are always fun, eh?
Yeah, so tell us what it involves.
Okay. Well, I work for a company here in Windsor. It's called K&H Distributing. It's been in business. They've been in business for years. I've been a pyrotechnician since 1996. We've done all kinds of different shows, Pan Am games, international children's games that were just here last month. Watch that, eh? And what was that? Oh, sorry, yeah. Look at the camera. We also
The 9/11.
We've also done OAS back, weddings all over the country. We're all the way out to BC, all the way up to Sault Ste. Marie. It's a wonderful thing. But got some questions?
Yeah. So what got you into being a pyrotechnician?
Well, you know, I think as a kid I liked playing with matches and burning stuff, to tell you the truth. And then, and then I sort of like, the next step was to go into pyrotechnics. So a friend of mine who owns the company, Victor Amber, out at they're next to the Whistling Kettle on 42. I was sort of like a fireworks groupie. So anytime there was a fireworks show, I would go and hang out, and then slowly I got to know him and the crew, and I took it's a 1-day course, believe it or not, through the Ministry of Natural Resources Explosives Division, so the mining division. Okay. So then you take this course, and then you have to train with a pyrotechnician, and then so I did 3 shows, unpaid, and then once I was skilled enough, then he started paying me. So he's been paying me now for quite a few years, Victor.
Well, that's great. That's great. So what was the last show you guys did?
The last show I did was here. Let me help you with that. The last show I did was out at Sprucewood Wineries. There was a wedding.
Okay.
Or
how about Fahrenheit 9/11?
Yeah, I went out there, but you know, I was I was out there, but we didn't do any pyrotechnics that day. We were just the
you guys just lit stuff on fire?
No, we let the students and art site do that, but we were there for mostly for safety reasons, for crowd control, and to make sure that things were safe. But so it was that show, and then the wedding, and then the children's games, which was the big one, because all the kids from all around the world coming, the city of Windsor, and that did a fireworks show in the closing ceremonies, and that was really awesome. That was down at the river. And
yeah, I actually saw part of that. It was loud. It was good.
Yeah, so So with a show like that, it takes many weeks to prepare for it. First, you have to design it.
Okay.
Then you have to go and actually go to the magazine, pull the high level, and then once you get it to the site, what we do is we wick all the shells together.
Okay.
Why are you laughing? Because you think it's funny?
Yeah.
So then after it took a crew of about 15 people were there, and for I think the show was maybe 15 minutes long.
Okay.
So there's a lot of work.
For a 15-minute show.
Oh, it's hours and hours and hours.
Wow.
Because just think of the sandbags and the mortars and then
Yes.
setting everything up correctly.
Now, how dangerous is it? Have you ever blown anything off your hands? Do you have any fake hands? Let me see your fingers. You're good? You're
See
good?
here, I got the one. See how it comes
okay,
off?
okay.
My thumb comes off?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
has anybody
I'm-
ever blown off anything, though, that you've seen?
No. I've been very fortunate. I've heard in stories, people holding fireworks in their hand, lighting things the wrong way, upside down, and bad things happening. The most important thing to do when you're lighting a firework is read the instructions.
Okay.
Place it on the ground with, if it's one of those cakes which shoots multiple times, you want to put bricks on either side so it's stable.
Okay.
The last thing you want to hold is a Roman candle in your hand.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's so dangerous because let's put this into perspective here. So these things are made in China, the ones that we particularly buy.
Okay.
So, and they're made out of rolled cardboard with gunpowder and flaming balls compressed into, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this could easily, the integrity of the side could blow out. Then next thing you know, like I've seen pictures of the balls going up into your body, burning in because it's burning so hot.
I've chased people around with Roman candles.
So you know
before.
what? From now on, don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Clearly.
it's really
Kids,
unsafe.
do not run around with Roman candles at home. We'll be right back after these commercials with some more questions.
You're watching Exist TV, streaming live from downtown Windsor, from the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Beyond Incredible with Nicole. We'll be right back. You are watching Exist TV, streaming live from downtown Windsor for the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Beyond Incredible with Nicole. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Ashley Nicole. So, David, what kind of license do you need to shoot fireworks off?
That is a great question, Ashley. There's several different licenses. There's a license that you get when you're apprenticing, which is a card you hold until you actually hold I have a, what is it called? It's a pyrotechnics license with endorsement. So that means I can shoot 12-inch shells. The largest shell I can shoot is a 12-inch shell, so that would be something around this. It's awesome. And I can shoot off rooftops, unconventional sites, barges, bridges. So each one of those is an endorsement, and as you become more trained and more skilled, you can add those endorsements to your card, to your ticket, proving that you've done the shows. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about some more exciting shows that you've done.
I think one of the coolest shows that I've done was the Kid Rock show over at Comerica Park. That was the first time he came back to Detroit to do a live venue at Comerica Park. I think it was the only time that was the first time he did it. And so it was an awesome 4-day weekend that we went over there and worked. It was, who was it? It was Leonard Skinnard. So it was Friday and Saturday was the show. So Alice in Chains opened up the first night. Leonard Skinnard opened up the Saturday night.
Oh.
And so we went in Thursday night, started unloading the rigs and getting once the stage was built, then we could get in and run all the cables and wire and set up the pyrotechnics and load it.
Okay.
And that was insane because, you know, it's funny. His name's Bob, eh? Did you know that?
Kid Rock's
name is Bob.
No, I didn't know his name was
seriously.
Bob.
So I was on stage.
With Bob?
Well, he wasn't there at that time.
Oh, okay.
He was someplace else. But the sound manager, the lighting manager, everyone was there talking. We're all talking. And he's like, you know, Bob really wants this and Bob wants that. And I just stopped and I'm like, who's Bob?
Who the heck is Bob, eh? What? Kid Rock, Kid Bob, y'all. Jeez. Oh.
So it was kind of funny. I thought that was kind of... So they said, yeah,
He doesn't
Bob's
look
the
like
one
a
paying...
Bob.
No. Bob's the one paying your bills. Like, he's giving you your paychecks. Oh, okay. So, yeah, but he's a really cool guy, and it was a really neat experience. I was in charge of working the dragons. So those are the propane fire breathing type apparatuses that are on either side of the stage. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's neat.
Yeah, it was.
Did you rock out?
I did.
Did you dance? Did you dance with the dragon? Did you dance with the dragon?
No, I don't think I danced with the dragon.
Come on, I would have totally danced with the dragon.
It was funny though. Funny story. I'm standing there, and it's outside, so it's very windy, and these dragons blow 20 feet, flames 20 feet in the air, and so there was tickets that you could purchase that were scaffolding above the stage that was looking down, and those tickets were like hundreds of dollars. And so when the red light went off is when the fireworks were gonna go off. So you can't let anyone go up and down to use the washroom or get drinks or whatever. They had somebody serving drinks. Well, the thing went off and I was standing there and the flames sort of whoofed by and I could smell hair burning. And it was it was me, and there's all these beautiful ladies there all decked
and
out.
Your hair was like on fire.
No, it's just my arms.
Oh, just your arms,
just
your arm hair. You sizzled it off, eh?
Yeah, so that was kind of a funny, dangerous story.
Oh my god, that's awesome. So have you set any other hair on fire or just your arm hair?
That's the only, I've been pretty lucky. I mean, with outdoor fireworks, it's pretty dangerous. Like, so when you take a shell, put it into a mortar, and then light it.
Okay.
I'm not keeping you up, am I?
I'm so sorry. It's been a long week, okay?
So you put a shell into a mortar, and then you light it, either with an E-match, which is an electronic system that lights it, or you light it by hand, which would be a road flare on the end of a broomstick. But when this thing goes off, there's so much force, and it's sucking air from all around to push this device into the air. It shoots sparks everywhere, and so I wear a fireman's jacket, fire retardant, helmet, safety glasses, earplugs. Like, safety is paramount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, random question, has nothing to do with pyrotechnics.
Okay. Throw it at me.
Who is your favorite character in history?
Interesting.
How's that beard working out? Glad you didn't shave now?
Ashley didn't tell me to shave. I didn't realize you were going to be on the air, so no close-ups. My favorite person in history. I don't know. There's a couple.
Okay, who are they? Come on, favorite. Come on. I can tell you who mine is.
Okay, give me an idea what yours are.
Oh, it's sick. Mine would be the countess that used to kill virgins and bathe in their blood because she was so vain that she thought that the blood made her younger. She's psychotic. Who's yours?
Jesus, Murphy. I don't know. I was thinking, I'd like any of the spiritual leaders, I think, would be for me, like Buddha or Confucius, Jesus, any of those guys that were sort of to a higher level of thinking. They were self-actualization, where they were trying to reach that spiritual wholeness. Is anyone like that seeks spiritual fulfillment.
Okay.
So any one of them, you add in the rest.
I get it. I get it. Okay, we'll be right back after these commercials.
All right.
You're watching Exist TV, streaming live from downtown Windsor, from the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Beyond Incredible with Nicole. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Ashley Nicole, and now we are going to burn out, as it's called. I was just informed that the city is going to pay $250,000. Already paid. Wow, they already paid $250,000. That's $250,000 to kill baby skunks. What the F? That's beyond incredible right there. I'm absolutely shocked. Yeah, skunks stink. But
You ever been sprayed by a skunk?
no, but they're baby animals. Like, it's a baby animal.
They're a nuisance.
And the mothers too.
The mothers too?
Yeah, all the skunks.
All the skunks. Like, can't they just like put them in a trap and release them into the
Where?
wild?
Where's the wild? We have no
I
wild
don't know,
left.
like somewhere. Like
There's nowhere.
there's nowhere.
There's
They
nowhere
can't
to
bring them
bring
up
them.
to like Algonquin Park or something.
No. They can't.
I will take them all and put them all in my basement. I don't mind the smell of skunks.
It's disgusting. My mom has a dog, and she let it out. It got sprayed, and it sprayed the whole air conditioning unit, the dog, everything.
Aw.
It took her months to get rid of that smell.
Poor
So
little
I
munch.
know it's a little expensive, $250,000, and
But you know what? There's like roads with holes in them that they're doing construction and
They're
it's
working
taking
on that.
forever. They're working on it, but it's taking a damn long time. I'm sure if the city was like, here's $250,000, finish it now, they'd finish it.
well, now that you mentioned that construction, it's really great, especially down by the university. They've put bike lanes in. Mm-hmm. Isn't that awesome?
Well, they made the west side look a little nice, but it's still the west side.
I'm
No offense if you live in the west side.
an avid biker. I love biking, and that they're actually including us on the roads is a great thing. Mm-hmm. As long as you're wearing your helmet and you're properly wearing lights and stuff so you can be seen. Have you
Absolutely.
seen these people driving around in the dark with black clothes on? You can't see them?
I was running the other night in all dark clothes. The only thing that was bright were my shoes that need batteries. Not literally, but they're bright enough that they should have batteries. And I almost ran into someone because they didn't see me running, and I was mad. I was like, didn't this person see me running? And then I'm like, I'm all in black. Of course they didn't see me running.
Yeah. It's dangerous. Like, I drive a car, and like I said, I love to bike, and I can't believe people in the city of Windsor. I went to school in Hamilton. They have designated bike lanes everywhere. Everyone's really conscious about being healthy and using bike lanes, and they're properly with blinking lights and stuff like that. It's just a different culture. I think Windsor has, and I love Windsor. I'm from Windsor. It's my hometown. I work here and I give back. Like, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I think we really have to, as a city, really come together and start behaving socially acceptable. Like, let's put some
Absolutely.
safety measures in place. Like, wear
Absolutely.
a helmet,
Yeah,
put some blinking lights on.
Helmets save lives, right?
Don't wear
Don't
black.
wear black.
Like, some
Reflectors. They have reflectors. You can wear a reflective jacket. People on motorcycles wear reflective jackets. Not all of them, but most of them. There's reflectors to go on your helmet. Usually bike pedals have reflectors too.
They're little. They're like this little tiny. See how like small that is? That's too small.
Absolutely.
You were mentioning about the e-bikes.
Yes.
E-bikes were a really great idea for electric use, and
Okay.
like, what a great concept. But it's the users most of the time that really become problematic.
Absolutely,
I believe, because
absolutely.
you can't drive on the road and then decide that you're also going to drive on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
If you're a motorcycle, you stop behind a car. You don't come up along the side and try to get in the front of the.
No, absolutely
You know what I mean?
not.
So I think it's a social thing where people need to realize, this is a mode of transportation.
Well, there should
and
be
be
some kind of
responsible.
class on it. There should be some kind
That
of
would be
class. Like
great.
when you get your license, you have to go through different stages. When you get your license, you have to get a G1, then you have to get a G2, then you can get a G. When you get your motorcycle license, you get your M1, I think it's called. You have to go for certain classes, I believe, on how to ride a bike. It should be that way for an e-bike as well. Yeah, you just get on and you hold it. Like, I've ridden e-bikes before. They're fun. They're so much fun when you're just cruising around. But like, there should be classes, road safety as well, because we are in a big city. And And people are always in a hurry. Everyone in this town is in a hurry when they're driving around. A hurry to get to frickin' nowhere.
I don't get it. It's you know what's another great thing is they've got these photo cameras at street lights. So if you run a red light, you get a picture taken, you get a ticket.
Oh.
I think it's a great thing. Maybe I'm going to go to City Hall and propose this for Windsor. And then it would help. The earnings that they make, they could maybe use and help for the skunk situation.
Oh, get over it. Okay, we'll be back next week with another guest. More on the delusional psychosis of Windsor. And thank you for watching Beyond Incredible. I'm Ashley Nicole. And yeah, we'll see you next week at the same time. I hope everyone has a fabulous Thanksgiving weekend.